I was 32 years old when I was forced to redefine my entire life, dealing with several different types of abusive relationships, a career that was totally overwhelming me, deep grief from a passing of a family member, and to finally top it off, I found a lump in my breast that then had to be removed. But at 32 years old, I found myself at the height of my career in luxury fashion as a senior manager at Christian Louboutin. And there were aspects of my life that I genuinely loved. It almost didn't make sense that my entire life came crumbling down within a few months. I had to leave my friends, several different relationships, my career, all because I was so burnt out and so scared for my genuine health. Nothing was helping me heal, not the journaling, not the talk therapy, not the normal meditation. So I decided to take a Kundalini yoga training. And within 3 months, I completely healed my whole inner reality. And then 3 months after that, I found my whole outer reality changing. After getting the lump removed out of my breast, I found that I had to leave my corporate job and I had to leave my old life behind. I had two choices: either stay where I was and get more sick, or leave and go heal myself and my burnout and my trauma. So I do what every girl does. I go on my own eat, pray, love story. That wasn't the plan, of course, but I started traveling to Southeast Asia to get my Vinyasa yoga certification. I started training people in breathwork and somatic and in Kundalini yoga. I found new friends. I started growing this business and I met my now partner. Almost 3 years later from that surgery, I would have never imagined in a million years this would be my life. But I had to leave my whole life behind and start an entire new life in an entirely new way. Now I feel like I'm finally coming into balance. I loved being part of high performing teams. I loved being part of those environments. And that's why I'm starting now to teach breath work to corporations and especially women who have maybe dealt with a lot of trauma or dealing with just a lot of our own ambition. Is so important for us to take time and space for us. This is a patriarchal world that we live in, and our bodies, our environments may not match our ambitions. So we need to carve out space to emotionally release, regulate our nervous system, live a life that is healthy and fulfilling for us. This is why I'm so passionate about sharing this practice, breathwork tools, pranayama tools to women and professionals, because men are dealing with burnout as well. The patriarchy actually doesn't work for all men either. And I believe that this is part of my purpose because there are amazing things about working in corporate, working with high performing teams. And I just believe that if we had the tools and if we really gave space and time for some wellness practices, then we can be part of those ambitious teams. And maybe we can even be doing more.